Yes, indeed. Artie, thank you very much. I am with Dr. Gwen Ramakgopa, who is, of course, the ANC NEC member amongst her number of titles, and she joins us now to give her initial reaction to what you think are the highlights of this year's midterm budget speech.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to viewers. This budget speech at midterm really is a mixed bag and also a balancing act, and it had to be like that given some of the global issues. We had just recovered from the 2018 global recession. Then we were hit with COVID, and then the Ukraine-Russia war and other things. So it has to be a balancing act. So we want to welcome the budget. It deals with three main issues. The first issue is what we need to do to stimulate higher economic growth. The second issue is providing basic services in education, health, police, and all that. And the third issue is really making sure that we capacitate the states and also deal with some of the justice cluster and security issues as well. So in terms of the first one, the network industries in the rail network, moving from road to rail, that is a policy commitment. It is being funded, and also to deal with some of the difficulties that Transnet had. The issue of also stimulating manufacturing of additional locomotives and all that. The issue of Eskom itself, improving the balance sheet of Eskom by taking over some of the debt, but with stringent conditions. That's very important. And the third issue is also Denel, assisting Denel to be able to make good some of its commitment and be able to be viable again. I think that's very important as well. We also recall that moving from road to rail is also part of dealing with reducing the carbon print and looking at the issues of a just transition. I think we welcome the fact that the social relief grant will continue. It will certainly relieve poverty. However, we must recall that as we spend this social grant, as the beneficiaries spend this social grant, it also stimulates our economy. So we must look at it from both angles as well. But we must make sure that South Africans are much more productive, and investment in infrastructure, in roads, rail, and all that will help create jobs, in particular for young people. Education and health have had a raw deal for many years, and making sure that we deal with that backlog is critical. We welcome police. What is democracy without safety? And also impacting also on the safety of women, of children, but of every South African. That's an important factor. But the investment in the justice and security cluster also deals with the issue of breaking away and decisively dealing with fraud, corruption, especially in the state, but also in the private sector and in society. So that support of the SIU and other agencies there will certainly help.
Dr. Gwen Ramakgopa, ANC NEC member there. Thank you very much for your time, giving us her initial reaction on the topical issues that are important at this year's 2022 MTBPS.